I canceled our $45,000 wedding with one Instagram post. I don't know if this makes me an asshole, but 2 weeks before my wedding, I canceled the whole thing with a single Instagram post. Cost me about 25 grand. Saved me a hell of a lot more than that. I'm 31, software engineering manager. I pull in around 160,000 a year, own my condo outright, drive a decent car, got savings. Comfortable, sure, but I'm not yacht money. I'm not private jet rich. I'm just a guy who worked his ass off and got lucky with decent career timing. My fiancé, ex-fiancé now, obviously, we've been together for years. Engaged for one of those. Everything seemed good. Really good, actually. We had the normal couple stuff. Disagreed about where to put furniture. Argued about whose family to visit for holidays. But nothing serious. Nothing that made me think twice about marrying her. The wedding was 2 weeks out. All paid for. Venue booked. Caterer confirmed. Photographer ready. Band hired. Flowers ordered. Invitations sent months ago. We dropped about 45,000 on the whole production. I'd covered most of it because I made more. She'd handled decorations and some smaller details, maybe 8 grand worth. It was fine. I didn't keep score about money back then. She went on her bachelorette weekend to some beach resort. Left Thursday morning with her bridesmaids. 6 of them total, I think. Maybe 7. I stayed home. Had work deadlines to hit, and honestly, those trips aren't my thing. Bunch of drunk people screaming at clubs. Not my scene. I told her to have fun, be safe, send pictures. Thursday night, late, I'm in bed scrolling Instagram before going to sleep. One of her bridesmaids posted a story. This girl, I'm not naming names, but everyone who knows the situation knows exactly who I'm talking about. She was always loud. Always the drunkest person at every party. Always saying wildly inappropriate shit, and then claiming she was just joking. I told my fiancé more than once that this girl was trouble, but they've been friends since college. So what was I going to say? The story was a photo. All the bridesmaids at some beach bar. Drinks everywhere. Everyone clearly wasted. Standard bachelorette party stuff. I almost scrolled past it. Then I saw the caption. Last night with her side guy, before she locks down the rich one. Girls ought to have her cake, and eat it too. Tag my fiancé. Tagged 3 other bridesmaids. I just stared at my phone. Read it again. The words didn't change. My brain was trying to process what I was seeing, but it felt like someone had punched me in the chest and all the air had gone out of my lungs. The rich one. That's all I was to her. Not the man she loved. Not her partner. Not the person she wanted to build a life with. The rich one she was locking down. I screenshot it as fast as I could. My hands were shaking. I knew. I just knew. That post was coming down the second someone sober saw it. Hit the screenshot button, saved it, refreshed the app. Gone. Maybe 20 seconds total from when I saw it to when it disappeared. But I had it. Clear as day. Her bridesmaid's words. Her face tag in the photo. I sat there on my bed, trying to breathe normally. Clicked my phone off. Turn it back on. Looked at the screenshot again like maybe I'd imagined it. Nope. Still there. Last night with her side guy, before she locks down the rich one. I picked up my phone to call her. Demand answers right then. Didn't care that it was midnight. Didn't care that she was probably drunk at some bar. I wanted to hear her voice. Wanted to hear her try to explain this. Then I stopped. My dad's voice popped into my head. He told me something years ago after his divorce, when I was maybe 19 or 20. We were in his garage, and he was halfway through a 6-pack talking about my mom and the guy she'd left him for. Once you know the truth, he'd said, pretending you don't just makes you a fool twice. I set my phone down. Didn't call. Didn't text. Didn't send some long, emotional message asking what the hell was going on. Went to my laptop instead. Pulled up all our wedding documents. Everything was in shared Google folders. Vendeur contact. Contracts. Payment schedules. I kept it all organized because that's how I operate. Everything documented. Started emailing every single vendor. Venue first. Then caterer. Photographer. Band. Florist. Rental company for chairs and tables. Even the damn string quartet we'd hired for the ceremony. Same message to everyone. Due to unforeseen circumstances, I need to cancel the wedding scheduled for date. Please confirm receipt and send final invoice per contract terms. Took me about 2 hours to get through everyone. I was clicking my pen the whole time. That nervous habit I've had since high school. Click, click, click. My hand was cramping by the end. Checked each contract as I went. I am detailoyentet. Comes with the job. The venue was non-refundable at this point. We were inside the 2-week window. That was 12,000 gone. Caterer would charge 50% of the total, so another 7,500 lost. Photographer was keeping the $1,200 deposit. Band was keeping 2 grand. Florist keeping 800. I did the math 3 times. I'd lose somewhere between $22,000 and $25,000 in deposits and cancellation fees. Sat there staring at that number for a solid minute. Then I thought about marrying someone who'd been cheating on me. Someone who saw me as the rich one she was locking down. Someone who'd been screwing around with another guy, her side guy, right up until she put on a white dress and promised to be faithful forever. 25 grand seemed cheap. Then I opened Instagram, made a new post, set it to public, tagged every single person invited to the wedding. Both families, all my aunts, uncles, cousins. Her family, same thing. All our friends, my co-workers, her co-workers, everyone. Posted the screenshot, crystal clear. Her bridesmaid's caption right there for the world to see. My caption, wedding's off. See above for why. Sorry to everyone who made plans or bought gifts. The bride can explain the rest. Hit post. Turn my phone completely off. Not airplane mode. Not do not disturb. Powered it down. Went to sleep. Slept better than I had in months, honestly. Which probably says something about how I'd been feeling without even realizing it. Turned my phone on the next morning around 8. Friday. I was making coffee when it powered up. Absolute meltdown. Hundreds of notifications. The number just kept climbing. Texts, calls, voicemails, Instagram DMs, Facebook messages, WhatsApp, everything. My Instagram post had hundreds of comments already. The number was still going up while I watched. Made my coffee. Let everything load. Scrolled through some of the carnage while drinking it. My hands weren't shaking anymore. I felt weirdly calm, like I'd been waiting for something bad to happen for months, and now it had happened, and the waiting was over. Her mother had left 3 voicemails. Listen to the first one. How dare you humiliate my daughter like this? You call me right now. Right now. Deleted it. Didn't listen to the other 2. Her father. I want an explanation for this garbage you posted. Call me. Now. Deleted. My mom. Sweetheart, is this real? What happened? Call me when you can. I love you. Sent her a text. It's real. She cheated. I'm Fine. I'll call you later. Her sister. It was a joke. Delete that post immediately. Ignored. My fiancé had texted me about 20 times. Started around 2 in the morning. The progression was interesting. 2:14 a.m. Call me now. 2:31 a.m. This is all a huge misunderstanding. 2:47 a.m. You're insane. 3:03 a.m. If you just talk to me, I can explain. 3:18 a.m. I can't believe you do this. 3:52 a.m. You've ruined everything. 4:15 a.m. My family is destroying me right now. 5:03 a.m. I hate you. 6:41 a.m. Please just call me. 7:29 a.m. We can fix this. There were more. I didn't read them all. But the best message, the absolute gold, came from the bridesmaid who'd posted the original story. Left around 3 in the morning. She was absolutely destroyed drunk. Could barely form sentences. Oh God, oh God, oh God, I'm so sorry. I was so wasted. That wasn't supposed to go up. It was an inside joke. You weren't supposed to see it. Please don't ruin her life over this. If she does love you, okay, the side guy thing is real. But it's not serious. It's just like for fun. Everybody does it. Please just talk to her. Please, please, please. I'm so sorry. Read it twice. Screenshot it. Backed it up to 3 different places. Google Drive. Dropbox. Emailed it to myself. That voicemail was the smoking gun. She'd admitted everything. Said the side guy was real. Said it was just for fun, like that made it better. Said everybody does it, like cheating was some universal hobby I was being uptight about. I replied to my fiancé once. Just one text. Nothing to explain. We're done. Don't contact me again. She called 8 times in a row. I watched my phone light up over and over. Didn't answer. Blocked her number. 5 minutes later, her mom called from a different number. I knew what I was getting into, but I answered anyway. What have you done? Full volume. Screaming into the phone. I held it away from my ear. Do you have any idea what you've done to her? The entire family has seen that post. Her grandmother saw it. You've humiliated us. You've destroyed her reputation. How dare you? Your daughter cheated on me, I said. Kept my voice level. I ended the engagement. Pretty straightforward. That post was a joke. A drunk, stupid joke. You've destroyed her reputation over nothing. If it was nothing, Why the bridesmaid deleted in 20 seconds. And why did she leave me a voicemail at 3 in the morning admitting the whole thing? Silence for a beat. You have no proof. Some stupid drunk caption doesn't prove anything. Got the bridesmaid's voicemail where she admits the side guy is real. Want me to post that too? Longer silence. You'll regret this. We spent thousands on this wedding. Thousands. You're paying us back every cent. I already paid $45,000 for the wedding. Cancellation fees are going to be around 22 grand. Your daughter can keep her dress and the engagement ring. Sue me if you want. You vindictive little. Hung up. Spent the rest of Friday confirming cancellations with vendors. Most of them were professional about it. A couple seemed annoyed, but kept it to themselves. The venue manager actually pulled me aside when I went in to sign the cancellation paperwork. We were in his office, him on one side of the desk, me on the other. I saw your post, he said. Didn't look at me when he said it. Just kind of stared at the paperwork. I'm sorry that happened. Thanks. Look, policy is you lose the full deposit at this point. That's $12,000. But he clicked his pen a couple times. I'm not charging you the additional cancellation fee. We usually charge another $5 grand for cancellations inside 2 weeks. But you've been screwed enough already. Small victory. I thanked him, shook his hand, left. Caterer wanted to fight me on the 50% cancellation clause. Tried to claim I owed the full amount because the food was already ordered. I showed him the contract, pointed to the exact clause. He backed down. $7,500. Photographer only kept the deposit. $1,200. Said she felt bad for me and hoped I found someone better. That made me feel worse somehow. Band kept their $2,000. Florist kept $800. Final damage, $23,500 in lost deposits and fees. Still cheaper than a divorce. Saturday morning, her best friend called me. Different number. I almost didn't answer, but I figured I'd hear what she had to say. She's been crying for 2 days straight, the friend said. Voice all indignant. Like I was the villain here. She can't eat. Can't sleep. You destroyed her. She destroyed herself. The side guy thing isn't what you think. He's just some friend from college. They hang out sometimes. It's totally innocent. Her bridesmaid was making a stupid, drunk joke. Her bridesmaid's voicemail says otherwise. She was drunk. You can't hold drunk words against people. Watch me. We're done. Tell her to stop trying to contact me. What about the engagement ring? That was $8,000. She can keep it. Sell it. I don't care. What about all the gifts people already sent? The registry stuff. She can have all of it. I don't want anything associated with that wedding. You're being completely unreasonable. That made me laugh. Couldn't help it. I'm unreasonable. She was planning to marry me while screwing someone else. But I'm unreasonable. You don't even know for sure she cheated. You're assuming based on. Then why hasn't she denied it? 100 texts. 50 calls. Not once has she said I didn't cheat. She said it was a misunderstanding. She said I'm overreacting. But she hasn't said she didn't do it. The line went quiet. Yeah, I said. That's what I thought. Hung up. Sunday morning, I got an email from a lawyer. Open it while eating leftover Chinese food from the night before. Low man, I think. Doesn't matter. Her family had hired someone. They were demanding $47,000 in reimbursement for all wedding expenses incurred in good faith. They'd listed everything. Her dress, alterations, jewelry, shoes, hair trials, makeup trials, bridesmaids' gifts, bachelorette party, bridal shower, invitations, decorations, favors. Claimed I'd fraudulently induced expenses and caused severe emotional distress through public defamation. I forwarded the email to my buddy from law school. He's a corporate lawyer, but he knows enough to tell me if I was screwed. He called me back 10 minutes later, laughing. This is the funniest demand letter I've read all year. They're serious. Oh, I'm sure they're dead serious. They're also dead wrong. Infidelity is absolutely grounds for ending an engagement. They got nothing. What do I do? I'll respond. Tell them to kick rocks in fancy legal language. Pro bono, because this is entertaining as hell. Appreciate it. Keep that voicemail, though, and document every single time she or her family contacts you after you've told them to stop. This might escalate. Escalate how? Dude, you just humiliated her entire family and cost them tens of thousands of dollars. Yeah, it might escalate. Monday morning, she showed up at my condo. My doorbell camera caught her before I even got to the door. 8:45 in the morning. I was still in my boxers drinking coffee. She looked rough. eyes all swollen, hair a wreck. No muck-up. She started knocking, then pounding. I know you're there. Open up. We need to talk. Use the intercom. Nothing to discuss. Leave, or I'm calling the cops. You can't just throw away 4 years like this. You threw it away. Not me. It was one mistake. One night. You're ending everything over one stupid night. There it was. Admission. On camera. I started recording on my phone too. Belt and suspenders. So you're admitting you cheated. That's not. I didn't mean. We were basically on a break. We were engaged. Planning our wedding. Living together until last month when you moved your stuff to your friend's place for the bachelorette prep. We were not on a break. You're being ridiculous. Relationships are about forgiveness. You're supposed to fight for us. I'm supposed to marry someone who respects me. That's not you. Leave. I'm not leaving until you talk to me face to face like an adult. Then I'm calling the police. Did exactly that. They showed up in about 15 minutes. She was still there, now sitting on the ground outside my door crying. Officer talked to her first, then came to my door. Sir, she says you're engaged. Were. Past tense. I ended it after finding out she cheated. Told her multiple times not to contact me. She showed up anyway. Can you show me where you told her not to contact you? Pulled up the texts. Showed him. He nodded. Went back to her. Ma'am, he's asked you not to contact him. You need to leave. If you come back, he can file for a restraining order. We're engaged. We were living together. Ma'am, property records show this condo is solely in his name. You need to go. She finally left. Walked to her car like someone was dragging her. That afternoon, her father showed up at my office building. Security called my desk. Someone here demanding to see you. Says he's your father-in-law. Ex-fiancé's dad. Tell him I'm unavailable. He's refusing to leave. Getting loud. I went down. Figured I'd handle it quickly. He saw me the second I stepped out of the elevator and started yelling immediately. There you are. Too much of a coward to face me. There's nothing to face. We're done. Tell your daughter to stop contacting me. You humiliated my entire family. My wife can't show her face at church. My daughter is on medication because of you. That's unfortunate. We spent thousands on that wedding. Your lawyer sent a demand letter. Mine responded. Swime. You'll lose. You arrogant piece of. Security stepped in. Two guys, both bigger than him. Sir, you need to leave now, or we're involving the police. He left. Shouted back at me from the lobby doors. This isn't over. By Wednesday, I found out she'd been calling all my friends. My best friend texted me. Yo, your ex has called me like 6 times. Says you won't listen to her side. Says she made a mistake and you're being cruel. What's the actual story? Sent him the screenshot and the voicemail. Damn. Yeah, you did the right thing. She called at least 10 of my friends. Same story to all of them. She made a mistake. I was being vindictive. I was cruel. I wouldn't forgive her. I'd humiliated her publicly when we could have worked it out privately. After they saw the proof, they all blocked her. Thursday, my lawyer called. They're actually filing suit. You're joking. Nope. Small claims. 12,000. That's the max here. For what? Wedding expenses. Dress, mother's outfit, bridesmaid stuff, bachelorette party, invitations. Can they actually win? Hell no. You had cause to cancel. But you have to show up and defend yourself. Bring everything. Screenshot, voicemail, texts, all of it. When? 6 weeks. Don't worry, I'm coming with you. This is better than Netflix. That weekend, my Instagram post hit over 1,000 comments. People were sharing it, reposting it to their stories, discussing in comments, taking sides. Some called me a hero. Some called me cruel for the public humiliation. Someone made a TikTok about it. Got like 300,000 views in 2 days. Just someone reading my post out loud with text on screen and reactions. My ex's friends started a harassment campaign. Different numbers texting me. You're a piece of garbage. She loved you, and you threw her away. You'll die alone. She was too good for you anyway. Block them all. They just got new numbers. Filed a police report for harassment. The officer who called me back was sympathetic but realistic. Keep records. If it escalates to threats, or if she shows up again, call immediately. Right now it's just annoying, but we got it documented. Changed all my social media to private. Blocked her entire family. All her friends. Anyone who might be a problem. Left the original post up, though, public, because it was the truth. Court day arrived about 2 months after everything went down. Her whole family showed up. Parents, siblings, grandmother, couple of aunts and uncles, like they were there for moral support at a funeral. They sat on one side of the courtroom. I sat alone with my lawyer buddy on the other. Our case got called. Her father stood up as their representative since they were claiming the expenses. Judge looked at the paperwork. Older guy, maybe early 60s. Looked tired. You're suing for $12,000 in wedding expenses after the defendant canceled. Yes, Your Honor. He canceled with less than 2 weeks' notice after we'd paid for everything. My daughter's dress alone was $4,000. We bought outfits, paid for parties, all based on his commitment. Why did he cancel? Her dad hesitated. There was a disagreement. A personal matter. What kind of disagreement? Your Honor, I don't think my daughter's private life should be. I'm asking why the wedding was canceled. My lawyer stood. Your Honor, my client discovered through social media that his fiancée had been unfaithful. We have evidence. Handed over the screenshot and a transcript of the voicemail. Judge read both. Looked at her father. Your daughter was cheating. That post was a joke. A drunk bridesmaid making a stupid joke. The voicemail transcript shows the bridesmaid admitting it wasn't a joke. She was intoxicated, so your daughter was cheating, and you believe the defendant should have married her anyway and paid for a wedding to someone who was being unfaithful. Silence. He didn't have to humiliate our entire family. He posted it publicly. My daughter has had to seek therapy. If your daughter didn't want people to know about her behavior, she shouldn't have engaged in that behavior. Case dismissed. Your Honor, we spent. Case dismissed. Next case. Outside the courthouse, her mother cornered me in the parking lot. Stepped right in front of my car. I hope you're satisfied. Pretty much, yeah. She's on antidepressants now because of what you did. She had to quit her job. She's living at home. You've ruined her entire future. She ruined her own future. Over one mistake. Everybody makes mistakes. You're supposed to be the bigger person. I'm being the bigger person. I'm letting her keep the ring, the gifts, everything. I'm not countersuing for harassment. I'm just walking away. Her sister got in my face. You're going to regret this. No decent woman will ever want you after this. Everyone knows you're vindictive. My lawyer actually laughed out loud. Lady, he's gotten about 50 DMs from women saying they respect a guy with standards. I think he'll be fine. That wasn't entirely accurate, but I wasn't correcting him. We left. Her family stood there in the parking lot looking like they were planning their next attack, which they were. 3 weeks after court, she started a blog. Found out because people started messaging me about it. My story, recovering from public humiliation. Her version of events, she'd never cheated. The bridesmaid's post was a joke that I'd weaponized. I'd used social media as a weapon to destroy her reputation. I'd stolen months of her life and tens of thousands of dollars from her family. She was now in therapy for depression and anxiety caused by my cruelty. The comments were sympathetic. Poor girl, betrayed by her cruel ex. Some people were calling for me to be doxxed. My lawyer read it and shrugged. All opinion. Nothing actionable. Let it go. She's lying about everything. She knows you have proof. She's just trying to save face. Anyone who matters knows the truth. The blog went semi-viral. Local bloggers picked it up. Some lifestyle influencers shared it. I started getting hate messages. Someone found my LinkedIn. Messaged my boss claiming I was an abuser and the company should know. My boss called me in. Got a weird message about you. Yeah, my ex is having her supporters harass me. Figured. Just want you to know we're not taking it seriously, but HR wants to document everything for our records. Showed HR everything. The screenshot, voicemail, court dismissal, harassment reports. This is clearly retaliatory, the HR director said. We'll note it. If anyone else contacts us, we're referring them to legal. The blog stayed up for about 6 weeks, then disappeared. No explanation. Just gone. But the damage was done. Every time someone Googled my name, articles about the canceled wedding scandal came up. Think pieces about whether I was justified or cruel. Debates about public shaming in the social media age. My Instagram post was still up, still public. Now had almost 2,000 comments. People still finding it, still sharing it, still arguing in the comments about whether I'd done the right thing. I thought about taking it down. My lawyer advised against it. It's your evidence. It's the truth. The second you delete it, she'll claim you made it all up. So it stayed. 4 months after the canceled wedding, I ran into her at a coffee shop. I was in line. Looked up. There she was. 3 people ahead of me. We made eye contact. She looked away immediately. Grabbed her coffee when it was ready and walked out without looking back. I heard through mutual friends she was dating someone new. Some guy from her work. Taking it slow this time. Good for her, I guess. Started dating again myself after about 6 months. Met someone at a friend's barbecue. She was a teacher. Third grade. Funny. Easy to talk to. Didn't take herself too seriously. Third date, she brought it up. So I have to ask. That viral post about the canceled wedding. That was you, wasn't it? Yeah. Want to tell me what happened? Told her everything. Showed her the evidence. She was quiet for a minute. Sipped her wine. Looked at me. That must have been really hard. It was. But better than finding out after the wedding. You didn't have to post it publicly, though. No. But I wasn't going to let her control the narrative. She made the choice. I made sure people knew whose choice it was. She nodded slowly. I respect that. You have standards. That's rare. We're still together now. Over a year. She's never given me a reason to doubt her. Never made me feel like a wallet with legs. Treats me like a person. My ex got engaged again. Different guy. Got married at some small courthouse thing. Heard about it through the grapevine. Hope it works out for her. The Instagram post is still up. Probably leaving it up forever at this point. It's the truth. People still comment sometimes. Still the most justified cancellation ever. This man saved himself from disaster. My favorite comment is from someone who wrote, "This isn't revenge. This is self-defense." Pretty much sums it up. Lost about $25,000 in deposits and fees. Gained self-respect and dodged a lifetime of being with someone who saw me as the rich one to lock down. Worth every single cent.
Alright, that's it for today. See you in the next one.